A harrowing story of triumph coming out of tragedy, this of Hurricane Ian. Mark Daniel is a U.S. Army veteran who lives in one of the worst hit areas. And he also has a special needs son. He has an elderly mother. They were in trouble. They needed rescuing. That's when a group stepped up. That group is Paws of War. Robert Merceri is the co-founder of the president of Paws of War and president of Paws of War. And these two family members we're talking about that got the help from them is Matt Daniel and Mark Daniel also joining us. I believe we have all three of you today. So thank you so much for joining us. And what a pleasure it is to be able to have you there. Mark, Matt, I'll start with you. Tell me about what we're seeing behind you. Clearly there was destruction. Tell me about the rescue that happened.
Yes, so Paws of War came in and actually supplied us with a generator, which was just in time. We couldn't really ask for, a better savior at the time. They came by and really made sure that we were okay. We also had Salvation Army come by and make sure that we have food to eat. But there has been substantial damages in the area. My neighbor, Dory, lost her entire home. And my neighbor down there, Red and Dale, also lost their home. It's very bad.
Mark, did you lose your home? What exactly happened?
No, we got lucky there. We lost a wall in the back there. You can see that was the most substantial damage that we took. A few windows. We had to actually, as they showed pictures earlier, we had some trees fall on the place, but luckily they didn't do very much damage to that.
Yeah, we're one of the lucky ones, we should say.
Yeah, we have been very fortunate. And Paws for Pets really, I mean, I have to say, they were here before anyone else. They came down, they were just passing out food, checking on people's pets. And it's turned out they've been the biggest help we've had so far. They're trying to help us in other ways other than our pet, getting him to the vet. And they've been trying to help us with the wall, and they helped us with getting us a generator when we really needed it. We didn't even have electricity at the time.
Are you in Lee County?
No, we're in Port Charlotte, sir.
Port Charlotte, County. Okay. Let me go to Robert Merceri, standing by here with President of Paws of War. Robert, walk us through your perspective of Matt Daniel, Mark Daniel, the issues that they faced, and what your organization had to do.
So we knew going into this that veterans were going to be and we were looking for most veterans at risk, and Mark certainly fit that criteria. We know most of our veterans will not ask for help most of the time, but coming across him, knowing his son Matthew depended on a special diet that needed to be refrigerated, a wheelchair that is electric, and other medical devices that he needs. Without electric, that is a disaster. So the generator was started up immediately to get everything going. Mark's mom has dementia, and it was really difficult for them to even leave. So knowing that these veterans and Mark was struggling before this storm hit, and this really just made things way worse for them. And our goal, and we haven't stopped with these generators. We have a lot of veterans that are on oxygen machines, CPAP machines, you name it, that these veterans were struggling through with no electric. And now we're moving into trying to help, for example, Mark's home. We want to try to get his home fixed a bit, get those walls fixed, get everything properly and safe. Of course, for Matthew, so his mobility is going to be better. But these veterans who refuse to ask for help, they're the first ones that want to help. We needed to get on the ground, help those veterans at risk.
Yeah, that's amazing, Robert, to hear how you say that, and so many stepping up, and really how our veterans do need assistance. Mark, Matt, specifically to you, I know you're listening to Robert there, who's helping out. He wants to help there as we see your missing wall from your home behind you. How does that make you feel?
Well, it's very depressing looking around and seeing all the damages. I've lived here for about 16 years, and just to see how much damage was done to the trees that have been here for way longer than I have, it's very nerve-wracking, to say the least. For me, my grandmother, especially, just to see the destruction.
But Mark, you've seen now that there are people that do want to help. There are organizations that do. Paws of War, they want to get out there. They want to help you. They want to help you restore your home. They know the needs that you have. They know the crises that you face, a mother with dementia, in other really difficult issues that you are facing. They want to help you. How does that make you feel, Mark?
Well, Mr. Roberts was right. It is hard for, I can't speak for other vets, but it's hard for myself to ask for help. I've just always taken care of my family. Their whole lives. I was a single parent, but I'm very appreciative to them. And I mean, it just means so much to me that there are people out there that are willing to help. But like he said, it's just the way I am. I just have a hard time asking for that help. Even, I mean, when it comes to my family, I will, but it's like for myself, and that's how I have to really watch it, I guess, myself on that is, I'll ask for help for them, but for myself, it's just really difficult.
Yeah, that's something about these natural disasters. It's somewhat of a humbling experience for
It really is.
An equalizer, something for everyone to go through. I've been through hurricanes myself, and it can be tough, and clearly you've gone through it. And luckily there are those like Robert Messeri there and others who stood up to help you. Mark Matthew Daniel, we wish you the best. Robert Messeri, what great work you're doing. Please continue that. Thank you so much for sharing your story here on National Report. We appreciate it.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Everyone wants to help.
And thank you.